Hello everybody, Techno47 here, welcome to the stream. Sorry for being so quiet, I know I always am, but I feel bad anyway, so... welcome to the stream. Sorry if I sound a little weird, my ears are acting up today, so... I can't tell exactly how loud I'm talking and stuff like that, so... Um... Apologies ahead of time. Let me see, just give me a second here, Yeah, so today will be Wildermyth, as I've been saying this week. We'll be doing Wildermyth this Saturday, and this is Saturday. So we'll be doing Wildermyth today. I have an interesting thought, though. So this is the setup I was doing, as you guys probably recall. But I made a second scene that is following along in the Switch 2 scene. It's like this, but no. When the Switch 2 is on, when the Switch C is on, my goodness, words, thank you. But like it's a similar concept. This way, I am not covering anything. Not that anything I was covering was too vital usually, but this way you guys can see everything. It's a little bit better, I think, this way. This way you guys can see more stuff. I'm gonna lock that so I don't touch it again. And we'll lock that too. Okay. Um, but yeah, I think this setup will be pretty good because now you guys can see everything pretty well. Let me know which one you prefer. I would love to know so that I can know which one to use. I kept both because I figured some people might like the other one. I don't know. I'm not you guys. I've also set up this differently, a little differently for me. So like, um, oh yeah, it goes like that. Okay. So I have my ability to look at chat and stuff a little differently set up this time around. Usually I have it on the left side, this time it's on the right side, so it could be a little interesting, but we're going to give this thing a shot. Let me make sure everything's running properly. Okay, looking good, looking good. Okay, yeah, let me make sure Twitch is doing well. Okay. Just making sure, because things are a little different setup today. I can see everything just fine, so yeah. Let's get into this, let's continue the story, and we should be finishing it today. It has been, as the title says, 2 months, since I did my last Wildermyth stream, so, I no. I apologize in advance for not doing voices necessarily correctly. I'm going to try my best, but it's been a bit. One thing that was bothering me about the last one setup was that you guys could see everything. But that is not an issue with this current setup, so... Let me see here. So I have 1, 2, 3, and I was just about to do that one. Okay. This is about where yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So we have 4 missions left. It should be doable. Strength of 7. I think we can do that. We're definitely gonna try anyway. Mountain Mischief. Oh, this one. Okay. Sounds not too untypical. A twisting path takes them up to high hills, and finally into the company of the local peaks. Breathe that in. Mountain air. It quiets the heart, doesn't it? I'm just talking about the bright way it fills your lungs. Everything you see, when you're breathing this air, it's like you're seeing those things more fully than ever. Even your own thoughts. For 20 paces, the only sound is a scrape of their feet on rough granite. Look at this. Where are we going exactly? The way forks. One path leads higher to the top of a precarious cliffside, and the other path curves downwards under the shadow of the high rocks. I think I see some wreckage down there. Might be salvageable. Take the chasm path. Looks like a cottage up this way. Take the cliff path. I don't think I usually take the chasm. It might be good to take it. Let's take the chasm pass this time. Is that really rise, though? It's wreckage. They descend a rocky incline. The wide trail looks like it would accommodate wheel traffic. Right. What are you suggesting? The mountain's going to collapse on us? A steep switchback takes them lower to the floor of the chasm. Good eye, Fraley. Whoever it was, they sure left a mess. Makes me think of us, really. Our every endeavor may be doomed by the path before us, or the hand that guides us. Not a lot here, but it doesn't look picked through. There's plenty of rocks, and among the splinters, which... Above them, an ominous... okay. Starting strong. An ominous noise rings out. Click, click, clatter. Rumble. Come on, let's go. Tumble. Fraley. You alright? Fine. A little hurt, but keep moving. The way back up has been blocked by the collapse, but they emerge into a broader canyon, out of danger for now. Fraley? Crummy decision, wasn't it? But here, at least it was this. Fraley tosses down the chest she managed to pull from the wrecked cart. Don't everyone thank me once. So we got some hot wood and some hides. Honestly, not bad. Alright. Not responding already. Good start. Fraley starts combat with half health. Alright, Two-Horned Child, the Chastened, Mork Mother, Father Fungus, Mushrocks, Woken Slinger, and the Woken itself. Okay, that's... I've seen worse. Okay, how's our setup? So Fraley, what do you... Fraley, what do you do? What is your thing? You have long reach and thorn fangs. You're a physical hunter. Okay. It's not really great for you getting damaged. Soul Splitting and Humanist for Renalia. Okay, alright. You're mostly set up to use your fire. You're immune to knockback, you got Flame Soul, Fire Resistant, Shard Skin, Living Horse. That's, I was gonna say, that's when you're on a fire. That wouldn't be bad. And, Gogvar, you have Engage. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Let's see how this can go. The Mork Mother is dangerous. The Mushrock's not too bad, and the Woken could be dangerous. What do you... 45 damage is not too bad to the chest, and just chastised is probably going to be a problem too. Okay. The only problem with this setup, maybe not the only problem, but one of the problems with this setup is that Jaya doesn't have anyone that will easily, set a fire for her. She can set her own fire. It's just otherwise. What's the Mushrock's attention? He's gonna hit me anyway. Forgot how the new engage works now. It's let's see, engages targets and also adjacent. Yeah, I forgot about that. I can't reach the person though. Okay, well that's whatever. Guess this is where I'm going then. Mokmother is dangerous. Will engage you. Do I go for Guardian? We'll do a second engage. Lots of armor that way. You have Humanist, so you're best off if we can find something like that. Alright. Jaya, where do I want to put you? Put you here. Cone of Fire the Mork Mother. Not really gonna do any damage there. Could just punch this guy instead. Okay. It's like she has not much defense, so I gotta be aware of that. Put Renali up here. Why does no one have warding? Oh my goodness, we need warding. Let's grab this here because it's got Sharknado. And I can't interfuse again because I moved, so. I can start Sharknado up though. Um. Hmm. I'm gonna move up here and see how much damage we do. We don't do enough to take it out, so we'll Silk Step instead to keep Fraley alive. Okay. Alright, that's not great, but it could have been worse. Oh, good, you packed of the deep, Tim. Thanks. Jaya was the best person to get hit by you. Gogvo can't move now, unfortunately, but he can take you out, so we'll just have him do that. I should have engaged you. I kind of forgot you were right next to me. That's okay. Fraley can handle that, actually. Oh, nice. She's got a... I gave her a graph because she's... Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. And we have Thorn Fangs, so we can do another action. Could pull out... We have a crossbow? Yeah, I can reach. Alright. Go for that. Any damage is damage, being honest. Can move the Sharknado up here and hurt the Milk Mother is not a bad plan. I should have infused though, because we have Soul Splitter. Eh. Okay. That's fine. Set up a cone of fire here, because it, might take her out. Really hoping the fire would land on one of these spots. Oh hey, it burned over there. Nice. Oh, that's great. Alright, Jaya. Hop into the fire. And then punch the man in the face with your fire fist. Oh, come on! Great, we're starting off strong, aren't we? So Gogvo cannot move very far, but he's defensive. We'll engage you and move up to stand next to Jaya. Silk stepping Fraley might be the best bet. Because she has just swashbuckler on. Okay. Let's see. We could do that. You do the shackles thing. I need to infuse. I can try to infuse. Let's see. There's a rock over here. That's pretty good. This tree would be good. But I can't reach what I want to reach, so I have to move. I shouldn't be attacked anyway, so I shouldn't need soul splitting. Theoretically. Oh, hi, Father Fungus is here. And he's gonna heal. Because of course he is. What a nice man. There's one of the horned children. I, again, do not have any, warding, so it's not a good idea necessarily for Father Fungus, because I think Father Fungus is, let me check here, I think he uses magic, yeah, he uses magic. Let's grab this tree so we have soul splitting going. Can I soul split to a third thing? No, okay. Could shackles the chest, and oh yeah, she can aim it like this, okay. We'll go for Scalding Rain, though, because I think that's just gonna be better. Double check this. Okay. I blasted through Gogva. Something tells me that's not a good plan. Don't want to put her there, actually. That's a terrible idea. Put you here and switch back to the knife. Oh, come on. Ouch. I don't know why I don't have, like, any, warding, but I don't, and it's not exactly great for me. Move you down so you might be out of the range, because, like... I don't want you to die. Alright, Fraley, check out up here for me. That's the second Horn Child. I want to say that's the only other, enemy, but I don't remember for sure. I'll grab this cart that gives me double soul splitting. I'll stand behind here. Could also go for Sharknado if they get closer. So, it's not a bad setup. Very nice. I should try to get, what's it called? What is that called? I know what I'm thinking of. I know what I should try to get on Jaya, but I can't think of what it's called. Alright. Jaya can't really move thanks to Hobbled. That's alright. She still has range. I'm gonna withdraw from this tree. Go up here. And interfuse with the basket. For next turn. Gokvo, you'll stay behind a little, because I don't want you getting hit. The Woken Singer should die to the fire. Fraley will get around behind Father Fungus. She'll do better if I can hit Father Fungus first, so that's my aim. Jaya will lead the pack. Go for the Cone of Fire. And then Fraley will pull out a knife and take out Father Fungus. Nice, a level up for her, and almost a level up for Gogva, so we're pretty close to double leveling up on that one. Alright, we could increase long reach a little bit. Thornfang might not be a bad idea, giving, 3 times. Sometimes it's good, actually. Sometimes it's not as useful. Let's see, how do I want to go about this? Crippling strikes would also be good. We'll go for Thornfang. It's just not a bad idea, honestly. It can be useful. It's not always the best upgrade to have, but it can be useful. Knee pads that give armor. Jaya would get some armor off of that. Kashian would. Yates would not. Gogvo would not. I don't think Haitian's actually been in any combat. We'll go for Jaya. Pardon. My throat and ears are messing up today, so great start. Extra armor for the deepest, very nice, love that. Alrighty. We'll go here, we'll, find an item. Yakes is back into action, very nice, very nice. Minus accuracy, because that's overrated. Okay, we should only need to get rid of this. Wow, we still don't have the Chosen? Okay, that's kind of funny. Should be fine, just get rid of that one. I think we have time to do that. And look at how much time we have until the incursion. Is that what it's called? I don't remember. Dodge. Okay, who could use the dodge? Could be good on Fraley because she's a physical. Gurgva, not bad on him because he tanks a lot of hits. Yakes is not bad either because he just has Zealous Leap right now. We'll give it to... I'm feeling Yakes, since Yakes already died once this round. Right, we should have time to do the patrol. Hopefully. Alright, we got some items. Ooh, Elkshan. Wild Woven gives us what again? When individual is hidden, gain potency. Alright. You lose your dodge, but you gain Wild Woven. What is your ability? Through Shot? Through Shot Plus. It's not really potency based. But it's overall better. It'd be great for, there's a type of character I like to play. There's a type of hunter I like to use. That'd be really good for them. I think Walla is actually yeah, Ember Arrows. The Ember Arrow setup would be really good for that. Fraley, okay, so armor. How? Let's see. Fraley would get some armor over that. That's not bad. Renalia. I need warding, honestly, guys. If you got any warding for me, I'd appreciate that. I got like no warding, so that's why I have such a hard time with Father Funguses and Milk Mothers. They're tough enough as is. I'm not helping matters any with my lack of warding. Oh, Watona. Didn't realize we'd made it to this. Still no sign. Keishian's competent, though. Still, it's a long time for anyone to be gone, especially down there. Did we take a look for ourselves? Now, I'm saying we need to think about what happens if... Hide your lantern, see that? Out of the black phantoms, a red star swims towards them. Is it her? It's someone. Later, Sun must feel good. I didn't know how much I'd miss it. Even missed... anyway. One thing I'll say, our enemy called himself a king, and from what I saw, he wasn't exaggerating. What did you see? How deep down did you go? Were you ever spotted? The tunnels go forever, and they branch and meet dead ends. They loop and tangle. Who knows how many entrances there are hidden around? At the end of all that darkness, I did come upon... what was it? A kind of castle? Within a huge cavern, a thing of spires and stone, a whole civilization almost, in the Deep King. I saw him. But, dare I ask? I didn't see Kuaru. Didn't stay long, though. I'll tell you, it seems almost unreal now. A nightmare world, a land of lostlings, wildless and cold. And much as I'm not anxious to leave the surface again, if we're looking for a way to stop them, to quench the deepest leaders and collapse their order, I think we found it. So we fight the beast in its den. One way or another, this war has to end. I think this may be our best chance. So the only way to win this one, the main fight, the final battle, is actually where we had stuff before. We're not going to do that yet, but we will actually send her over to help out this, because she was supposed to be part of this team, I believe. Alright. Abandoned. Oh, I've been forgetting to save. That might not be a bad idea. I can at least do one here. There might be... There appear to be tracks of some kind, though can't tell how old. Drop? Or just some sick lizards. Wish I knew for sure. Rocky canyons curl among the forests of longwood timbers. Once people lived among them. Now they're shadowy and strange, fit only for explorers. Crack? Ew, noises. Not quite the right voice there, man. Fine. Did you... Shh. Did that come from your side? A keening sound. Why did I say ew? All I meant was I heard a sound. Yeah. Let me go first. Jaya slips quiet through the fragrant spring trees. She's led by the dried-out raspy wail of a wounded thing that's well past hope. And so she happens upon it, who is by blood and story its foe. Small dwarven female crouches by tumbled stones, injured. She slung herself down with her burdens. Attending to nothing in the world, she sings her pain. Little dwarf, something broken? Easy there, let me get closer, I can't see what's wrong. Wrong back, Grisiak. Shame I don't understand. You know, that would be my response too if I saw someone walking towards me who was currently on fire. Just, saying. The dwarven bellows loud as it can, failing to rattle the branches or even bend the grass. No heeding thing would quail. You have every right to growl and curse, but don't hurt yourself too much. Jaya, what's the... Oh. Dwarf spawn. Croc, Krish. You can call it that. I think I'd just call it a kid. Bigger than a hatchling, but not by much. You don't think... No, we'd have to keep it in a cage, I guess. That would never end well. Probably it became dead weight to its group. And so they just left it here? Wow. The young dwarf cowers, but can't go far. Aww. She's not doomed. Dwarven heal pretty well. The sun sinks, and a chill seeps off the dead stones. Yeah, but I don't know, Jaya. Isn't it probably better to leave it alone anyway? I'll stay here for the night. I think someone should. Dwarven or Dwarven, I'm not sorry for it, but... And its misery. That's the only kind thing you can do. Rivalry between Jay and Gokvar. It's one of the few ways you could set up a rivalry if you wanted. I don't think we need that, though. I think what would be fun to try out is to go for the chance. If she doesn't let me look at the shoulder, I can at least, well, I'll make an effort. It's a risk, though. Yeah. Think of it as me dodging my other work. Actually, yeah, when you go back, one of you can record the day for me. The survey book's in my big bag. In the tent, probably in the little thing on the side, the pocket. Where's back, chic? How do you know that didn't translate as sweet melon? They're actually falling for it. Sorry, just my instincts. Sweet melon. A few more furrows of the brow, a few more breaths, and the plan is set. Renalia and Grogvo take the trail towards camp together. And as the colors deepen, Jaya sets to work. Should be easy to start a campfire. Not a clear night we've got coming, little one. Not a warm night, either. Aren't you always warm? Well, I guess not anymore after you lost the, yeah. Scant stars sprout as twilight turns to dark. The silent moon is dragged past in a tangle of clouds. Sure. You know, probably there's been times in my life I would have looked the other way in a hurry. That's a real thing, I'm saying. It's not, well... And you won't understand anyway, my words, even if I lie, huh? Sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's bad. Hopefully in this case, it's my actions you'll remember, right? Hopefully it'll make some difference. I can at least go on thinking it did. If we want to be cynical about it, that's probably what really matters to me. Renali and Gogvo come after dawn, Fraley in tow, and find Jaya unharmed but alone. It's a strange account she gives. With the help of some food and water, she was able to establish trust. Eventually, she got close enough to have a look at the young Drav's ill-hanging shoulder. Setting it was the task of a hard and harrowing moment. Shh. But I was finishing up when the child actually alerted me. There were shapes in the dark, large shapes. Whoa, like enough to have maybe jumped you? But it looked like a search party. They weren't the ones we were tracking yesterday. These were the serious kind, so things could have gone bad. Dak, knock, knock, da. The Devon laid a folded cloak at fire's edge, gesturing to it. Grashik, Dod, Tharath, Nyok. So I can only think they came searching for the child, and for me they left an acknowledgement, let's call it. Strange behavior. Huh. We'll start calling you Jay a lizard friend. History and its grand course is not altered then. Bitter years will pile after. But the tale is pleasant on the ears, and indoors, when the rain comes, they'll want to hear about it. Jaya's stubborn kindness and the grace of the Draven answer. +7 charisma. Nice. Did you give me some warding? Sorry. This is what I really need is warding right now. My goodness. Speaking of, okay, anybody here able to get warding off of this? Young, what is your warding at? You probably have a decent amount, right? Relatively. Right, Fraley, you've got some, let's see. I'd give Gokvo 1, which, you know, is not a bad idea since he has none. Let's give it to Gokvo. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Spell threads, but I don't think we're going to be able to make one with spell threads. Beyond that, we need hardwood and fabrics. Okay. Hey, we can make spell threads. What are the odds? We're going to be cutting it close. We're going to be cutting it real close. Okay. Scout this. Scout this. These are the last places we need to scout. I'm gonna level with you. I don't trust myself. I royally messed up last time, so I don't trust myself to take on a hard fight like this. Okay, where's the incursion gonna go? Like, even if I give this 3, we'd have to hope it defends. So really our best bet is just ignore it. I hate to say that, but it's true. Like, I don't think I can do it even if I wanted to, because, like, it's just going to go here. Now, it will go on. What's the next, could probably put some stuff here, because it'll probably head to Willside next. I mean, either one of these two, it will probably head to next, and it has to go this way, so... So these are Gorgons, that's gonna be interesting. I think it was just, Deepest Masagi. Maybe there was one Gorgon thing there. I don't think so, though. I think that was a Draven, but I don't remember. We can try this thing out. Hmm. This looks like a good place to camp for the night. Are you okay, Keishin? Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry, I was lost in thought. Looks like some dark ones. Well, I guess I just never expected that this would be my life. Did I ever tell you that I used to work as a carpenter? Keishin, Walla is your... Never mind. Let's check my, yeah. Fraley's your mom, and I'm pretty sure that I remember this correctly, but since it's been a bit... Yep. So she's your grandmother, like, I don't know, I mean, unless you... whatever. You'd be amazed at the shapes you can convince wood to hold, if you know where to support it. It felt good crafting things. What can you do, though? The world pulls you away sometimes. I don't think this is where I'd end up either. Actually, I have an idea for those skills. Hmm. I don't remember the characters well enough to make these decisions based on characters anymore. Which is one of the things I like doing. That's why I really wish I had, finished this earlier, but... I did not. Oh, wall is the... Okay, so that's... Okay. Then actually, this is pretty accurate. To be honest, this one's not inaccurate. I had a knack for teaching. I never thought too hard about what exactly. But when the call came, I answered. Same as you. We're where we need to be, even if it's not where we thought we wanted to be. Inspirational. Inspirational-ish, anyway. Raccoon, Bartos, Gorgon, Geist, Bogmar, Rager, and a Roe. Also a fire spirit. I think Yakes doesn't have a weapon with a elemental type, so that could be good for him. That Bartos is annoying. Very much so annoying. First step will be to set him on fire. Second step will be to pull the fire over and hurt the Gorgons up too. Ooh, nice. I got a stunt. Very good, very good. Let's see. Cation, you could get the, yeah, you could try to take out the Gorgon. Walla, you run over here to get yourself your Ember Arrows. Then you can take out the Bogmar. Oh, you get a second attack. Can you reach the Roe? The Roe might be out of your range, I don't know. Ah, you can, nice. But it took cover. Well, these things happen to the best of us. Let's Zealous Leap, and then we can walk. Walk up here, and we'll put on a Guardian. Because that Roe is going to have to walk into us. You know, I've been wrong before. And apparently I was wrong again. Let's try to go for that 88 again. There we go, finished. He did get an alarm off, which could be dangerous for us, but whatever. We'll grab this, go for the fire hammer, I guess, because he's got a tier 3 hammer. It's actually a pretty cool looking hammer. Okay. Run up here. And now I need to decide if I want to keep the fire or not. Well, they're breaking down the door anyway, so... Open the door! Hi guys, how's it going? Just gonna give you a quick ignite. I can't reach him, but I could put the fire in front of him. Lose my ember arrows, but I can walk over. I was planning on doing this instead, so we can add the quelling moss. We can do some poison damage to him. Oh boy, that's problematic. Alright. I'll run you up here so you're standing next to him, giving him some block. Cation, you can run up here as well. We have like no defensive people on this team, so... Guys is fine this turn. I'm more concerned about the raccoon. Usually I'm more concerned about the raccoon, actually. Guys can be kinda tough, but they're not as bad as some of the other big enemies. The raccoons, on the other hand, are annoying. Alright, run you up to the Ember Arrows. And you can try to get a shot off. Nice. I don't know how you missed the 88, but hit the 60, but I won't complain. Alright, level ups all around, almost. Honestly, that warding is kinda looking good. Use through shot. Hobbled would be good to combine with through shot. Yeah, crippling strikes. And let's see, Zealous Sleep upgrade is pretty good. Battle Dance is not bad to combine with Zealous Sleep, so that's not a bad one, honestly. I'll grab Battle Dance. I really wish I could get the upgrade as well, though, because the upgrade would be really good. We don't need another one of these, I don't think, so we'll salvage that. The Gorgonoids are slain. Yes, that's how wards work. Battles led them down a boulderous roam where gray grass matches the cloud color. Someone doing dragon pictures? Hey Yakes, old Yakes Soflu, the fighter we deserve. You badly hurt? Huh? So, what's your favorite monster? Oh, I'd say Denonsa. Celestial worm that eats stars and produces stars. Gotta be like a classic. Like, do we count dryads? I came here to say dryads. Don't ask me why, specifically why. Those monsters are fine, but some of us will always love a dragon. Just the legends, you know? The impossible challenge they represent, and the way we both fear them and feel sympathy for them. I was always drawn to dragons. Can't wait until we're around a fire. The stories will soar. I can't tell the right tone of my voice right now because again my left ear is acting up, and it's not been not fun. Okay, doubling up on the roads is fine. I think that might be the last Gorgon thing we have, unless this other one's Gorgon, but I think it was Deepest, so. Alright, let's do this thing. With feeling this time. When we fight. We also got another quick save since I'm now thinking about it. Quee, quee. Oh, oof. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Owl. Owl, the Witch of the Hills, enrobed and masked. Hmm. Gusts rise against them in cold complaint. Hoo, hoo. And the quiet between gusts is gnawed at by night things. The wind, yeah. Also have to be nearby, so... Quee, quee. Mm-hmm. It's just dark, it's cold. Hard not to let the nerves in sometimes. You good now? Oh, it's back in its nest, so to speak. Anyway, have to be something pretty bad to get us down, Nothing's managed it so far. Fortitude still with it, still gives them. It's not a night for quiet and care. You feel like that? I'm fighting tonight. Oh, well, yeah, I'm with you. Courage and cunning. Oh man, I used to know what these did. Think Fortitude's defense, or is that health? It's like Courage is attacking stats, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Hmm. Right, okay. Now I remember. Sorry, I haven't I haven't played this so long I forgot some of the characters. Okay. That actually does seem like they'd be both be pretty good with this one. This is the last random mission before we go do the main mission, I think. I'll double check to make sure, but... Okay, so Cunning, they do more flanking damage, okay, and they do get, yeah, they got potency and, damage. I thought so. Two Horned Children, the Chastised, I don't know why I want to say Chastened every time. Merc Mother, Father Fungus, Mushrock, Woken Slinger, and the Woken itself. Alright, this is gonna be rough. But it should be doable. I can get their attention. Nalia, we want... What do we want? Um... What's this? Just... I mean, Splinter Blast is meh, but it's not... Splinter Blast can be really good if you have the right setup. I just don't think you have the right setup. That would be better, actually. That would be a lot better. We'll go for the fire. I'm more afraid of the Chastised, honestly. The Mushrock sucks, but it's not nearly as bad. Actually, very much though, take long range on Jaya as well, because if I could get that on her, I'd be able to use, be able to stop punching from an extra distance away, and that would be very nice, honestly. Pull out my... Yeah, I'll pull out my, my crossbow and go for a hit here. Okay. It's the Father Fungus. Gotta watch out for him. Morkmouth is around here somewhere as well. Alright, how do we want to go about this? Honestly think it would be better to have Gogvo head up here. Before I do my engage, let me see if we can't take out this guy by ourselves. Grab this for some soul splitting. Go for the Mushrocks has 3 armor. I could go for the Splitter Blast on you, actually. That would get rid of your, oh, come on! It would have gotten rid of your armor. Wow, seriously? That's an insane amount of damage, my goodness. Granted, part of that's due to the +2, but I feel like, they did 22 damage. Like, that's nuts, man. Alright, Jaya, you're up. Okay, so we were in fact able to do that alone. So Gogfo, you can... I mean, you can do this. It's kind of pointless, though, because you're going to take this guy out yourself, unless you miss, which I guess theoretically you could have missed. That would have been not fun. I'm going to go for the Cone of Fire here as well. Alright, we'll put you into Silk Step, actually, so you do even more damage. And, yeah, that'll be the setup. Ah, good, the Mookmother's shown up. Excellent. See, I was afraid she might not show up. I was not afraid of that. Okay, we have to take up the Mookmother. There's a lot of things I have to do, actually. Not the least of which is figure out a way not to die. First move to introduce the thing we have stream with. Oh yeah, so this is a mechanism. Cool, 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 cool. Unfortunately, it's also the best thing for me to use on this person, so. And Jay can run over here and stand inside of this fire. And move Gogvo out of the way. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want him to get hit by, yeah. Yeah. I don't want that. $70 on the swashbuckler now. We're gonna put you down here, buddy. Actually, in fact, you're going over here. Now, the 2 people that he can hit actually have resistance, warding, as it's called in this game. When Alia grabs this, we'll try to take this guy out with the, Bone Lance. Jaya, you'll head over here. You're not in the horse anymore, unfortunately, but that's alright. You're the next best person to fight here, that's why I did that. Alright, next setup. Gugva, I want you... First, Fraley, you head over here. I have an idea. We'll see if it works out for me. Exactly how I wanted it to. For once, I'm not being sarcastic. Uh, yeah, I really need to get long reach on Jaya. I want to be able to use the fist attack, but it's not working out very well for me. Alright, go for Ember Glasses now. Bluehorn Warrior. He can get Shield Shear, so once every other turn, as a swift action, he can shred armor, but he already has swift action, so I don't know if I want that. He could get Bard as well. I know we have someone else with Bard. Um, Stun Chance isn't bad. Or Paladin. I actually don't mind the idea of getting Paladin set up on him. Let's go for Paladin. I need the upgraded version, though, to make it actually worth it, but I'm not against it. Let me check Twitch really quick, see how we're doing. Alright, looks like we're doing good. So, Spell Cowling gives you warding, which, I mean... It also gives you a bunch of potency. It does put his stunt chance down. We have Spell Cowling on Jay already due to her being set up for that. Maybe I'll just keep Balgard on for now. I could give him some, that could give him some extra, could give it to him. The thing is, I do believe that Zealous Sleep is based on potency, so that might actually not be a bad idea. Alright, we can do that, see what happens. It puts his armor down one, which isn't great, but he already doesn't have much armor anyway, so it should be fine. Great, double Woken Fighters. I'm not as thrilled about that one, honestly. We'll start up on this, find an item, and while you guys are working on that, I'll make sure there's nothing else for us to do. Castle in the Mountains. Not sure what that is, but okay. Oh, that's the place we're going. That's a facepalm moment. I didn't realize it showed up on the screen, though. That's kind of cool, actually. Who do I want to give extra block to? How's the Aches doing on that? 56, 63. Oh, we can give it to Gokvo, then. Okay. Castle in the Mountains is with that's actually really cool. I didn't realize it showed up like that. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else, man. This map is big, though. I forgot how big these maps can get. I haven't played Wildermyth in like, a long time. I mean, 2 months isn't that long, but, like, I haven't played through a whole thing in a bit, so, like, I haven't played it by myself in a bit, is more accurate, I guess. Okay, well, since you guys... we'll gather here. How long... Actually, here's the question. How long did it take? 36 days. I don't know. This might be doable, it might not be doable. We're gonna see. If I can get everybody there before the incursion starts to damage the town, that would be preferable. Ooh, strong bow. So this is deals more damage than a normal bow. Okay. I like my water bow on Walla. Um... See, Yakes is not set up to be like that. I could give it... Cation, you have Swoosh Shot, so you're not really going to be using your... Could give it to you in place of this, so you can at least keep your Water Ball in case I want to use it. Yeah, we can go with that. Double Bow Power. Brooch of Wisdom. Okay. Broach? Probably Broach. Speed. Alright, let's see. Honestly, might just give it to Gogva, because I would like him to go faster. Yakes is set up to go faster, though. I'm still saying Gogva, though. Alright. Gather here with everybody else. And we'll decide who goes in once you all get there. Okay. This will be the final mission of the entire story. So... we need to choose wisely. I do think Wallow should go in because we know that Wallow's been with us since the beginning. And Wallow was the one that got captured, and it just kind of seems appropriate. Hyung is one of our best, so I feel like him going in wouldn't be a bad idea. I do really like Gogva. Jaya is pretty good too. Those two... maybe Renalia is the last one? I don't think Keishin's a good option, and Yates is already damaged. Fraley's not a bad choice, though. Fraley Renalia will be the last person, I think. Let's see. The setup we want is Wallow for sure, Hyung I think for sure, Jaya and Gogva definitely. And now, do I want to bring in Fraley or Renalia? Maybe Fraley. We'll go for Fraley. This will be the setup for the final mission. In the meantime, the rest of you can go over here and start preparing defenses. Ooh, they withstood the attack. Nice. We're going up against Deepists. We can give it the armor. I would have, quite frankly, not liked to have done nothing, but there's a good chance that having that extra armor could end up messing me up in the end, so... oh, come on! It's not gonna even carry over because of... who's it with, I wonder? Gogva? No, probably moving Nalia. I don't know. I don't think we do this. Although the update, the level up could be good. I just don't think I have the time because this guy's gonna break through. We'll just have to see what you got in a different playthrough. Because we're right at the end here, so... this journey feels interminable. Tunnels curve in long natural arcs, the rolling of buried hills. The cart of rations and equipment they bring is the loudest thing down here. Ambush is a constant threat. Grind Creek. Their camps, their sleep, their meals, all are muted and misaligned, soon with no sense of time or proper glance. Jaya got out the cold bacon. At least the fungus burns. Long into their trip, they begin to doubt they'll ever see stars again. Infinite caverns enclose them. Frigid winds gust from the depths, set all the stone throats of the earth singing, a choir of hollow voices. They find and follow the marks they're looking for, and eventually arrive at their destination, having made excellent time. Douse the light. Come forward quietly, pass the word back. The outskirts of the deepest fortress seem mostly still. Is it abandoned? Did they know we were coming and leave this place empty? Not abandoned. Prepared. A candle flares. Crow, is that really you? Sorry, I must look so strange. Careful, Walla. We can't be sure of him. Good to see you too, Jaya. To be honest, you're late. Later than I'd hoped. I've been down here, how long now? You've really been here all these years? I really have. I'll talk about it all, if we survive this. Surviving one more day. That's, something I've gotten pretty good at, I suppose. Karo guides them to a charred-smelling chamber beneath one of many stone causeways that lead to the main keep. All are brought in together. I've collected what I could over the years. This forge will still lighten the tools. Make whatever repairs or modifications you need. I don't know how long we can hide out here, but when the fighting starts, it probably won't stop. Right. Well, everyone, anything from the cart, I suggest you get it now. They hurry to retrieve what they brought and set to work. I'm impressed, Karu. We all are, and we're sorry that we... It's alright, don't apologize. It was always my decision to come, to stay. But we won't forget your courage. I mean, how do we... Let's just finish this together. Yep, you do get that character that you have that sacrifices himself, betrays is the correct terminology. Betrays the team. You get the character back. Welcome back, Kararu. You're not badly set up. So you have crossbow and a spear. You got the shield as well. Alright, how do we want to do this? Definitely... I think I'd be using your crossbow the most, since that's what you have upgraded. I could give you the fully upgraded crossbow. I think getting 3-star weapons will be the first thing I want to do, so we'll do that. And then we can do it with, we can do that with Walla as well. Alright. The armor's probably fine, to be honest. Everybody's got their own set of armor, and I think it's probably good. They give a stun chance. I think I know what the main plan... I think I do recall what my main plan for Fraley was, and we just never got the ability for it, unfortunately. Jaya's got the right stuff. What's your other... Just a regular one? Yeah, just a regular one. Okay. No point in that. Do I want to upgrade anything else? You do have this, which is... That's not bad. We could give you this. Sure, we can upgrade this. Because I like... Because I seem to like this, we'll switch this back over to this. And this, and this, and this. And then... I really don't think there's a reason to upgrade your knife. I was thinking Fraley's crossbow, because that's occasionally used, but 3 LP, I'd rather not. We're fine otherwise, I'd say. We can get a quick save off just in case things go south. I have a lot of things left, I just don't have a lot of hardwoods left. Alright. We're ready. As ready as we'll ever be. And Grow looks very off like this, I'm gonna be honest. 200 children, 2 Monk mothers, the chosen, 2 the chosen, 1 Woken, and 2 Woken slingers. Yay! Luckily, I brought in a team with a lot of defense. This causeway leads to the heart of the palace. That's where we'll find him, the Deep Queen and her king. Make no mistake, we'll need to deal with both of them. We've met the king, but this queen, what's she like? What a dragon beside a snake. You know, it's amazing. It's an amazing feat. Everything they've scraped out, everything they've built, you really can't deny it, can you? All forged from the blood of the hopeless. Oh well. No rain lasts forever. Movement up ahead, Gugvar. So we have to push our way through here, then push our way through there, then push our way through there, then push our way into there. Fun! Alright, Crow. I've forgotten because it's been a bit, 2 months in fact. What is your setup? You have Untouchable Plus, so you have an Invapose. Okay, that's... You also have Star Guide. Okay, okay. Hmm. This is gonna be interesting. There's a lot of enemies. Just like a whole lot of enemies. My goodness. I almost wish I had bought Keishi and Susha would be really nice here. There's more than one way to hit through a bunch of enemies, though. Burning them all to the ground usually works for me. The Merc Mothers are going to be a problem. Like, I can deal with, I can deal with some of it, it's just the Merc Mothers are going to be tough. Let's engage you, and we can go for a Guardian if we want. Maybe hide back here. 10 damage. Like, I might be able to take out one. I don't know if I'll be able to reach both of them, is my fear here. Go over here, Walla. You're gonna be the one that tries to take out this guy. Come on, hit that 70. Rough. That's rough. I can run up here and hit you. So long as I hit, we're good. Okay, now I can Silk Step. Kararu. What were your relationships like, buddy? I don't remember. Best friends with Walla. Best of pals. Go up here. Can't take out a Mogmas unless I get a lucky hit. Which is not necessarily impossible, just very unlikely. I needed a stunt. Um... Just go for this guy. The less enemies, the better. Nice. That's annoying, to say the least. Still want to take out those Mogmuzzers. Alright, we can move Hyung up a little. Go for the Ignite on the one Mogmuzzer, because then they're both pretty damaged. I want Kuro to get the finishing blow off. Can't get her to stand on the fire and still be able to hit. It's unfortunate. Alright, Kuro, put you up as well, and you will try to take out this guy. Got your untouchable back, very nice. The Horn Child standing there now, thanks to the setup that they have. Gotta love that, right? Everybody loves that. While you'll try to take out one of the Mokmuzzers. Well done. You can go for the Slinger as well if you want. Freely, where can you go? You can only go right on him, so I don't really think... Let me just see if... There we go, got rid of the dangerous ones. And I want Gogvo to come over here. He can engage both of the Horn Children. You can do some damage on the Robosaur. There. Nice, you took him out. Very nice, very nice. Okay, how do we want to go about this? There's a lot of options. Silk step up to here. I'll move you onto that fire, because why not? It won't be there for long, unfortunately. For my current plan, anyway, it won't be. Gogva. You can engage this guy in case you miss, and then go for the hit. Alright. I want you to withdraw from your fires, because I need you to make some new ones coming up. So withdraw, and then pull you up there. And we need to wait a ton to get Gogva up there with us. I don't think we need to silk step you. Like I said, we'll wait a ton to get Gogva up with us. Um, Alright. Open that door. Two father funguses, two mush rocks, and a whole 5 broken slingers. Here comes the fun part. I always recall this part being one of the more annoying sections of this fight. Okay, looks like that's doing well. Let me check Twitch as well really quickly. Just wanted to check OBS. Now it's time to check Twitch. Yeah, okay, we're doing good. Can ignite the mush rocks. There's another way I think I could try instead, though. We'll see how I feel. Question, I assume if I use the Ignite on Jaya, it will hurt. Yeah, it doesn't let me use it on a person. Because, like, it doesn't want me to damage my own allies, which is, you know, fair. Very fair. Jaya can go 2 steps to the right of her. Can she reach with her cone of fire from here? No, not according to that. Okay. Um... But in that case, I think it might actually be for the best to just go for the attack. The mush rocks are standing in our way, unsurprisingly. We'll bring Walla over here. How much damage do you do? Take out the father fungus. The healing on that guy will be annoying. Piercing shots and embers is actually a really good setup. I hadn't really thought about it, but like because they both use potency, it's actually very well. It's actually a pretty decent setup, honestly. Get the celestial buff. We can stand there and get the buff. Why not? Set a cone of fire just to start another fire because fire good for this team. Except maybe Gogva. He doesn't like fire. Oh, I could have moved him again. I forgot I have Paladin on him now. Whoop. Better to wait. Okay. It's gonna heal, naturally. Just went for the double heal to fully health? Okay. I'm going after Kawaru because you can see him. This Mushrock's gonna hit. Not too shabby. Can't take out the, I can't take out the Father Fungus. I can do some decent damage to him, but I can't take him out. Going back's kind of a bad idea, so I might just set this guy on fire with Hyung. I might just let Hyung deal with this guy. I can set him on fire, use Fire Leash, and take him out. Oh, I love Ignite builds so much. Okay. Go ahead, Walla. Thank you. I didn't read it, but we have to reach the Chamber of the Monarchs and more Deepest are coming. That's why we kind of got to keep moving. Yes, I did take 2 turns to get Gurgvo in place, but we are supposed to keep moving. Let's get, we can get Fraley up here. It's probably the issue with fighting Deepest is that they give you Hobbled. Then, like, if you have the right setup, they're not super damage dealing. They're just more annoying. You have Untouchable already, right? Yeah, so I don't need to have you be the one to take out the enemy. Let's go. Keep on keeping on. I should have had him go for the, Slinger because he would have taken it out. Whatever. There's someone else who can deal with that. You blocked it? And I forgot to withdraw first, so I don't have control over it. Well, that was not the best way of going about that turn. Oh well. Time to move. It's okay, we can just have Jaya deal with this instead. Nicely done, Walla. I'll engage the Slinger, and then we'll run over here. Fraley can run up to the door. That she's ready. Bunch of damage. I did set myself up for that, and I realized that after I did it. But that's alright, because it's just 2 damage, which could be a lot worse. Go for an engage, Gurgvo, although it's not really going to matter because I'm going to run you out of the range. But whatever. It's also not going to matter because I plan on ending this guy's existence. So, you know, there's that. Really got to get moving, guys. We have a Chastise coming. Go for the hit. Oh, got the water off. Very nice, very nice. Most of our warriors now are actually tanks who don't have a lot of movement, so it's kind of insane to watch Kararu just run. Fraley will open the door next turn. Jaya might end up being left behind. I think she can handle herself, though, so it should be fine. Once we get to this door right here, I'm like 90% sure the will be warped to the end, so I'm pretty sure even if Jaya stays back, she can make it. We've seen that happen a few times, so. I'm not used to having to choose which door to open. Uh, open the one that helps me move on. Oh no. Double Shadow Hunters! And a Speaker of the Depths. Two Woken. Three Horn Children. Sounds awful. It is awful. We really need to get rid of the Speak of the Depths. That one's gonna suck. Shadow Hunter's not gonna be much better, but at least the Shadow Hunter doesn't do magic. It's okay, I have a magic trick too. Voila? It's really not a lot of fire up ahead, unfortunately. Trying to think of the word fire for a second there. Don't mind me, I'm just going insane. Oh, dude, that's so good. Okay, very nice, very nice. We'll run over. Let's do. What's you have decent armor actually, so yeah, we'll put you here. Grogvo, you'll go up here and stand on here on the celestial spot so that you have some extra warding. And quite honestly, we might have Fraley run through. She's got good defensive stats and might be able to make it. Now, Jada on the other. I'm gonna push Jay up a little bit, but I don't know if she's gonna make it. I don't think she'll die, but I don't know if she'll catch up to us. She is losing a lot of her armor, though, so that's problematic. Didn't I already do... Okay, thanks for the achievement. Kind of weird, but okay. That's the Seeker of the Depths. Um, Found her. Silly head just stepped into my range. Oh, 20 times. Okay. Canyon Child of the Hillskin. Cool. Okay. We got new skin. I don't know if I've shown off the, I don't remember how to change it. Is that under customize? Got the canyon one is what we unlocked. I kind of don't know if I'm sure I talked about it, but I don't think I've ever shown off that we have, because I bought the armor and skins one, we actually have the extra skins. I don't think I've really used them, admittedly. Which in hindsight was kind of dumb. Um, I don't think Fraley can make it this turn. Let me rephrase that. I don't think Fraley can make it this turn and open the door. Jaya is going to have a very hard time surviving. I don't think it's impossible. I just think it's going to be a very hard time. But to be fair, so are we. So, like... we're all in a bit of trouble here. Is what I'm trying to say is we're all in a bit of a predicament. Shadow Hunter, really quickly. Are you... physical hitter? Yep, that's what I was looking for. I got a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. Come on, man. You're the one that would have... Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It is totally fine. I'm okay with this whole thing. Just get you to the fire. Well, when in doubt, bring the fire to, when in doubt, bring the fire to you. If I can't get you to the fire, I'll bring the fire to you. Honestly, not a terrible idea. Nice. And you have 2 poisons, so you're going to die anyway. My goodness. I want to put you here. And I want you to take out the Hun Child, so Walla doesn't have to worry about that. Young. Fire Leash into this. Putting the Shadow Hunter in a very bad place. And by very bad place, I mean defeated. Okay, yeah, now it's just Jaya. Stand in a corner and pray. Be amazed how powerful prayer can be, so... really needed you to kill that guy. Good luck. Well, we're not dead, so there's that. Oh, okay. Forgot about you. Oh, okay. I thought for a moment you might be, avoiding me. Just pushing her back to the start. Okay, I was kind of trying to avoid getting Walla hit, but whatever. Fraley, can you open that door for us? The answer was yes. The lag was concerning. They wait us inside. This it? We'd be fools to hesitate now. The warm keep smells sweetly smoky. All the articles in here, old though they might be, wouldn't be out of place in Jaya's room. Oh, Hyung's. Pretty cozy compared to what's outside. What their followers endure. Does this map look off? The world's changed since it was drawn. They enter the inner chamber, where a huge hearth glows. Kararu, you bring assassins at my back. Here, where we made you our guest. The Deep King draws himself up, then turns, proceeding into a deeper chamber. If you must slay us to be satisfied, then first hear our story. Come. The great fire burns steady and strong. It chews on a mat of woody fungi, producing the pleasant aroma that hangs in the air here. The Deep King leads them past a vast library, rich in texts that haven't seen light in centuries. I'd have to spend an eternity to read all these. Eternity might be too short. Our bones will spend eternity down here if our minds wander. Swirls of dust dance behind them. Dark shapes fill the halls they've left. All sense the weight of the mountain, the gravity of this great mystery, sinking and settling, threatening to entomb them. Are we just fish swimming inside a net, though? That's what I feel like. Then you understand a little of my feeling. But there's still a chance we slip free. Another waft of warm, fragrant air blows from up ahead. We'll talk inside, young ones, and spin no more fictions. Finally, the Deep King ducks under a tenderly carved archway. Into a small, well-appointed chamber, the woman standing by the fire sets down a steaming cup. Here they are, my love, our assailants. You were right about Kararu. He betrayed us. Don't be sorry, love. The fault is his. And these others? Heroes, yes? Indeed. Heroes of this age. You may as well get it over with. Tell them who you really are. What more is there? Are you impatient because you're young, or because you're annoying? I've been patient enough these long years. Very well, then. I'm Ellis. This man you've dealt with is Lestrade. We're queen and king here. Those names... Oh, I'm sorry, it's behind it. Sorry, the wings. Those names actually sound familiar. I'm sure you remember our tomb, don't you? Here evermore lie Ellis and Lestrade. Their love, which protected so many, shall cradle their eternal sleep. You're saying, we are them, those heroes from long ago. 2 of them, anyway. The lovers, they called us. In a sense, we were once you. Adventuring, fighting to defend the helpless, building what we could. We lost friends, buried them, did it all the right way. You were heroes? You served people? But there was no end to it, you see. We tried, but there was only more death. There's only ever death waiting. Despite all we did for so many, we found no exemption. Doom swallows the meek and strong together. Vanity and flood erodes at our sense of justice. The powerful are the most vulnerable. Shh, let her talk. Older we got, we realized, no matter how much we ever might accomplish, even the story of us, seldom crossing on grateful lips, would cease to be spoken one day. There'd always been the assumption we'd grow old and retire. We were supposed to be satisfied, that we'd live on through our legacy. That wasn't for you, was it? There's a better way. We knew there would be. So we went and did what others in our company dared not to do. There was a mystic woman we'd met in our journeys below the ground, a witch of the deep we'd been tasked to destroy. We entered her seclusion and explained our quandary, the great injustice that death takes heroes in time, just as it does all nibbling mice and measly lives worth less. You took your worries to this witch of the deep, ostensibly a wicked being you'd been tasked to destroy, and then you asked her for guidance. Yes, right. Okay. Wisdom is wisdom. How can you judge what you don't understand? That woman gave us the secret in payment for her life, the secret to prolong our own lives indefinitely by drinking the spiritual essence others willingly bequeathed to us. In covenant, and to aid us, she summoned our Messiah. He would be our servant and an idol to easy fools. In part, to test its loyalty, we ordered the thing to slay her. And it did. Our shadow Messiah. You mean that massive beast that hunted us in the cavern, where we had our fateful parley? They haven't seen it since. The monster is willful. It seeks its own ends. But that doesn't matter. It was born to a purpose. It served. Anyway, We'd soon formed a plan. We even hoped to bring our friends into our secret. However, old Yoneri had been with us since the beginning. I expected him to react with more intelligence. What had to happen did. And soon we devised our model of dissension. To be perfectly thematic, we began looking for those who would seize their chance. The right words, that's all it takes to peel grips from the morals they limply cling to. From our earliest servants to our youngest, we swallowed what they surrendered. Those who came first were able to achieve greater forms, descending, drinking beside us at our endless wells. And from the truly worthy we took nothing. Better with their essence intact, bodies and minds unchanged. Nice to look at, charismatic figures to aspire to. Nice to look at. I mean for common folk. A quiet moment passes. It's not a grand or remarkable moment in any noticeable respect, but for the span of this moment at least, these powerful individuals capable of shaping so much of the world's history and future stand together on the cusp of action. That's what all of this was then. Every poor soul who took an oath fed your immortality. Such is the nature of gods. From 1,000 small hearts, enormity. Let lesser lives expire in order to extend the lives of the exceptional. Isn't it better? That's not how that's supposed to work. Unless you overlook it, your Kararu partook of our elixir. We took nothing from him. He only benefits, as you can tell, from the sacrifices of those less worthy hearts. What I did to survive among you, I'll carry that shame, and carry it longer. That's my burden. But there will be no more. There we go, Kararu, hero at heart. I don't think we have much else to talk about, do we? Even after hearing our story, we're the same. No, we're really not. Never were. We'll let you in. There's no reason for any of us to die. You've earned this, and you'll sacrifice nothing to gain everything, forever. Together, we can mold the next 1,000 years, and the next. We won't be turned from the past now. I prefer to be able to look in the mirror. The world will sleep better without your dreams. Eternity's maggots. Sounds pointless. The last look that goes between the monarchs is brief. Hard to imagine what they're thinking, or what they might want to tell each other after so long a time. In the end, they say nothing. And the final battle truly begins. Deep Queen Ellis. Her Majesty moves with gentle precision, meditative purpose, as if all time and consequence were hers to distribute. The worry crease of her brow seems to be her only expression. Deep King Lestrade. His Majesty's walk is heavy and grim, and he seems slow to shift his gaze. Even so, he fights with unbelievable ease, natural as breathing. I'm going to do a quick save here because I am paranoid and I don't want to go through all that again. I do think it auto-saves for that one, but I am not risking it. Honestly. Alright, so Deep King Lestrade first, because he's right here. Let me change to someone who doesn't have a ranged weapon. Let's see, he has Girl Leap, so as a swift action, he can leap 3 tiles, dealing damage and shredding armor. He has Smash, 5 to 6 damage, Broad Swipe, so he'll deal damage when he hits other people. And he has Sentinel. He is always in Sentinel, and leaps to attack the first unit to move nearby, and he cannot be penned as he is a boss or stunned or terrified. The Deep Queen will be probably more annoying since it seems she's magic-based. She has Earth Fuse, so she can interfuse with stone scenery, Shadow Tongue, which is magic damage, Shadow Thrash, which is 1 of regular damage, and Indignance, which we know how that works, since if we get close, we get true damage done. And she is also a boss. Run over to this guy and be all like, yo man, hit me. Then also go for a hit on him and see if we can't get rid of the arm. Gogva, could you hit? You do not have the -15 accuracy. That is yaks. My goodness. Actually, it's yaks, not yaks. But that's... Anyway, you know what I mean. I'm gonna stand over here by your fireplace, if you don't mind. Hyung's all the way at the back, but he does have, because he's shadowed, he can just walk through things without losing too much movement. I can't ignite her because, unfortunately, I set fire to the ground she's on. I can, however, ignite the Deep King, so we'll go for that. Fraley could do some damage to the Deep King. Let's see. Yep, that's definitely some damage. Whoa, okay. Not holding back, Fraley, I see. Well, your king is now gone. Alright, Karu. Stand in front of Walla. Jay is here. She's going to walk 2 spaces and wait until the next turn to do anything. And if using with the fireplace makes sense, Shadow Thrash. Unfortunately for you, did not do anything. Some more enemies spawned in, but they're not going to be able to do anything, I'm afraid. Well, seeing as how you were the first person that we got that was, problematic-sized from this, you can get possibly the last hit. You didn't. I was afraid that would happen. That's okay. I'll give it to Kuraru, who's been here for a while. And there you have it. Wow. No level ups. We're close, but that's kind of sad, honestly. Alrighty. Hopefully this is just lag and it's not frozen. There we go. Looks like it's working. In the end, it takes very little time for their breaths to still. Once immortal, the monarchs are dead. As the 2 regal corpses are brought out, the crowding deepest melt from sight. They slump amid pillars into shadows and down dark holes. Despair and confusion congeal on their mute faces. The Deep Queen and her king will never leave this place. They're laid in state in sight of the citadel, the wind-barren wonder of their underworld. Their ancient perfect flesh takes flame. Walla, Kuraru, Hyung, Fraley, Jaya, and Gurgva take what can be salvaged in their small cart and they go. The journey back is strange and dreamlike. The quiet caverns take on a different character, no longer threatening as they are cold and empty. Something wrong? This is what they looked like once, isn't it? This is who they were? For a moment, they stand by the statues, staring up at the stone faces of the 2 monarchs. It's weird. You spent so many years with them. What was it like? It was like getting to see a version of yourself. Yourself, if you never learn how to let go. A gentle net of daylight dips past the entrance of the tomb and pulls them up into the sunstruck woods. The seasons that have gone by under the ground feel splashed onto their arms and faces, crusted like mud or clay. Forest air washes them, fragrant, clean, and stupefying. We've seen 2 sides of the earth. Neither should swallow the other. The old land. The old life. Who will ever know but us? Who will ever dream what could have been? Another 1,000 years, another and another. What's buried is buried, lost is lost, gone is gone. Heroes grow old and their myths expire. Even the mighty constellations die. We're lucky enough to breathe the cold air. Watch the stars burn bright and smile as they leave the sky. We're lucky to wake and sleep in our own power, each contained in one unique span of time. Lucky to run and fall and crack and crumble on our first morning, storyless. But on our last night, welcome and legendary company. The end of Monarchs Under the Mountain. It only took me 2 months. Sigh, I still feel bad about that. I really intended to get this done sooner, but, like, that's just not how that ended up working out for me. Hopefully the next campaign I'm able to do more consistently. It will be a bit before we start the next campaign, though. I will warn my Wildermyth fans. I have some plans I'm trying to work on right now, so it'll be a little bit before we do that. And hey, achievement unlocked. Echoes die. Right. Total of 159 years of peace. Unless it's just saying this is the final year of peace. But hey, Hyung finally decided to settle down. He took time to decide on the right land and the right town to build a home for himself. As it happened, so did Walla, right across the road. Life takes strange turns, doesn't it? I like how this is actually colored still. Finally, an end to the madness. Hey, I'm bored. Wanna go hunt something? Why not? Going over the memories of both good and bad. Kuro got up to see sunrise every morning. Often, he insisted on company. Thanks for pulling me out of bed. Next time, though, please don't. Shh, Walla, breathe it in. We can't take a single dawn for granted. Not anymore. Walla showed up one day as the new goddess of the words on the tip of your tongue. I know what you want to ask. Don't. How did... Just don't. Inspired by what she had seen of the Masagi, Keishin set up a tinkering workshop and built impressive clockwork sculptures. No souls were harmed in their making, and the sculptures never tried to kill anyone. Skills! Also, why is next in capitals, but back isn't? That's a little bothersome to me. I'm just kind of curious about, like, the reasoning behind it. And oh my goodness, a young Kuraru. One day, Yates awoke with a lightness in his step. I understand now. It all makes sense. He vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of sorrow. Oof. Okay. Fraley gathered as many of the company's stories as she could and lifted Kuraru to illustrate them. You told me you painted, but you didn't tell me you were good. Gogvor developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but he hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. Renalia became a fixture in Brightcedar. She could be found in the square most days, hopping outrageous stories and giving advice, whether it was asked for or not. Sleep. Oh boy. One story ends, but that's not going to be the end of every story. Especially not for us, we still have a few to go. Alright, these heroes will be added to the legacy, and some of them are already in there, if they will let me move. Already in legacy, Aussie, Jaya, and Kuraru. We're done for now, thank ya. I forgot about Aussie because we didn't have her anymore. Alright, we had a lot of legacy points, which was kind of the thing I was hoping for. So we can promote 4 heroes into the in the legacy. Um, sorry, Yakes, I don't think you're gonna be one of them. Let's see. Who did I really like? Fraley might get at it. I liked Fraley. I did really like Walla and Young as well. Those were really good. Um, my issue with doing Jaya stems from the fact that I think the injuries carry over. Yeah, and I'd rather it not, so I don't know if I want to do Jaya. I might leave Jaya. Like, I really like the new Jaya setup. I prefer her having both firearms and fire feet, but I might not do Jaya. I think... I don't actually remember what Stracia had. Not gonna lie. Raider and Guardian Vigilance. Meh. It could have been a good setup, but it definitely didn't end up that way. Renalia was kind of random. Keishian, I didn't use. These three, I think, are out. What was Ursie's setup? Ambush? Eh. Yeah, Rogue, Ambush plus long reach. Not bad, but not necessarily what I'm looking for. Let's definitely go. I really loved Walla's setup, so we'll definitely go for Walla. Definitely promote Walla. She'll be a tier 2 now. I think Hayoung as well, because I did really like Hayoung's setup, which I do usually like that kind of thing, so we'll definitely give Hayoung a spot in there. I think we'll do Kararu. He got a lot of cool stuff out of this. His original thing was Battle Dance and Untouchable and Paladin. And his new one, I really liked his new setup with Untouchable Plus and Repose Plus. This is and he has the pet, and man, I just really like this setup for him. So we'll promote him to make sure we get to keep that. And my final one is probably gonna be Gogva or Fraley. Gogva just has Engage, right? Yes. Fraley, I think, would be better for the promotion. Yeah. Elemental weapons unlocked in the Legacy. Nice. I don't think I have all of them unlocked in my main game either. I've got a few. I think I got a majority of them, just not all of them. Alright. Check that. That's looking good. That's deciding to take his time and not walk. And Twitch, how you looking, my friend? Okay, well, good. Nice. Alright. Yeah. Next time when we actually do end up doing another campaign, which will be a bit, because I got some other things I'm working on right now, it will be Aluna and the Moth, because I want to go down in the, go down in order. So, Aluna and the Moth is next. And that's one, that's definitely one. We did unlock Sunswallow's Wake, so we do have that one at least. Oh, Luna and the Moth. Luna and the Moth is an interesting one. I'm not sure. Story-wise, it is definitely... Like, story-wise, it might be one of the best of the stories, to be perfectly honest. But playing-wise, it might be one of my least favorites. So... That's... Yeah, that's that. It's partially due to the fact I just don't like Swixel. Uh... But there's other reasons for it too. That one is kind of nuts. I wanted to show off. I probably have shown off a legacy before, but I'd like to show it off if I can get this thing to load up. Alright. Sometimes the legacy is always glitchy. No matter what I do, it's always like not. It doesn't always work for some reason. But I want to get it up. if and I can. But if and I can may not come to be. Um. Alright. Well. Huh. Let's give it a few minutes and see if it works. And in the meantime, we can think about how this, we only have, what, 2 stories left? 3 if you count the Omen Road one, which I do intend to do, so... And I want to show off the chapter things as well, the ones that don't have like an overarching story. So we've got a lot of Wildermyth left to do. And I want to show off a lot of it too. I really like... I just kept starting new games. There kept being other things I wanted to do as well, and that kept happening. But whatever, we got this. We'll see it eventually, I'm sure. For now, it will be a bit before we'd come back to Wilderness, I think. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's going to load up. I'll give it a little bit longer, but the Legacy has a hard enough time coming up. It's only going to be worse when I'm streaming as well. Like, my computer's doing multiple things at this point. So... we'll give it a few more seconds to see if it loads up. But I don't think it's going to. Okay. Let me see. Any change? Nope, nothing. I was looking at something else just briefly, and nope, it's not. It's still not responding. Okay. We're gonna close it out, I think, then. Dadgum Legacy not working. Not closing now, either. Okay, it's really not responding. Come on. Do I need to get Task Manager up on you? Because I'll do that. Okay. Yes, end the process, please. Sorry if I got quiet there, guys. Um, I wasn't sure if it was actually working or not. I wasn't sure if you guys could still hear me or not because everything was not going well. Oh, I see. OBS disconnected. That's great. Alright, come on. Load on up, please. Alright, well, it's not reconnecting. I'm gonna have to stop the stream. Alright, let's try this again. It's not even letting me start streaming. Okay, wonderful. Well, alright, I'm gonna have to restart OBS. So this is gonna be the end of this VOD. This is going to probably be